Xperia One Mark III is my second alpha camera in landscape photography.
But I am literally never without my phone, the Sony Xperia 5 Mark II.
Xperia One Mark III is a powerful new tool that goes wherever I go.
Xperia Pro is an innovative tool.
It almost felt like it was a camera with a phone attached.
Having a dedicated shutter button on the camera changing the game.
The best smartphone camera that I've used.
Hello everyone. Thank you for joining us for the launch of our new Xperia. When we introduced the Xperia One back in February 2019, I shared our vision for the future. Experiences beyond imagination for the dedicated and passionate. Our new Xperia reflects this vision, and we are very excited to show it to you. But before we begin, I'd like to touch on Sony's purpose: to fill the world with emotion through the power of creativity and technology. And what is the source of this emotion? It is people, it is creators. Sony simply provides the technology that empowers your creativity. You create the emotion. Of all of Sony's products, the one that is the creator's constant companion, the one that you are never ever without, is your Xperia. And we designed this new Xperia especially for you. True to our vision, it delivers experiences beyond imagination to those in communities of interest, to people who love what they do. I know that you will love this new Xperia as well. Hamaguchi-san, over to you.
Thank you, Kishida-san. I'm honored to be here today to present something very exciting, something that is specifically designed to meet the needs of creators. I have been deeply engaged in digital imaging for many years before I joined Sony's mobile communications team. I headed the development of award-winning RX series, Sony's premium compact camera. I also spent years developing Sony's interchangeable lens camera, the Alpha series, which is acclaimed by many creators. Alpha's leading position among professionals is largely due to Sony's philosophy of digital imaging. And we are bringing that same philosophy to Xperia. At Sony, we listen to you and we push hard to deliver innovation that goes beyond your expectations. Imagine this: an Xperia that satisfies the performance needs of professional photographers, videographers, and cinematographers that has the ability to communicate and to distribute. An all-in-one device that accelerates both your creativity and how quickly you share it. So, here it is. Today, Sony proudly introduces to the world the camera, the Xperia PRO-I. Xperia PRO-I. It's all in the name. The I stands for imaging. We are proud to offer the Xperia PRO-I to you, imaging enthusiasts. Xperia PRO-I is the world's first smartphone to have 1.0 type image sensor with a phase detection autofocus sensor. Its fast, highly accurate autofocus is based on Alpha's imaging technology, which is further enhanced by Xperia's high-speed processing. You'll capture even the most fleeting images. And with the Zeiss Tesseract lens, your creative expression will soar. These uncompromising camera capabilities are all packed into a body. This slim, you are liberated from the constraints of time and place in your creative process. You want to carry Xperia PRO-I all the time, everywhere, because you never know when inspiration will strike. If you need to shoot stunning images, edit them on your Xperia, and then distribute those images immediately via 5G. This is your camera. Let's take a closer look at the Xperia PRO-I's camera capabilities. Professional photographer Dan Isaac will talk about what they mean for photographers.
Photography in its essence is about emotion. Capturing that emotion takes more than a good eye. It takes having the right camera and the right moment. Sony took all the speed from their existing cameras, combined it with all the advanced technology from the Xperia line to create the Xperia PRO-I. Street photography happens fast. The fleeting moments that create the best images are gone with the blink of an eye. Fast action, low light, wild contrast swings. This new Xperia can handle it all. Having a 1.0 type image sensor and dual aperture f2 and f4 lenses in the camera on my phone is a complete game changer. The bokeh, the low light capabilities, never in a million years did I think I would be able to create images that rival my mirrorless camera on my phone. With 3 different focal lengths, it's like having a full kit of lenses, and Xperia's Photography Pro allows you to shoot in auto, manual, or anywhere in between, giving you full control over all its settings. It features real-time tracking and real-time IAF. It instantly locks onto your subject wherever it is. With built-in optical image stabilization, my handheld images are sharp. And its dedicated shutter button, it has a feel-in function that I'm used to with my Sony cameras. Xperia PRO-I has lightning-fast autofocus, covering 90% of the frame, and it shoots in bursts of up to 20 frames per second. Xperia's high-sensitivity sensor handles night scenes like a champ, and with little noise and mind-blowing dynamic range. Its T-Star coated lenses practically eliminate reflection, flares, and ghosting. So whether I'm shooting into street lights or the sun, the image comes out perfect. As a professional, I always use a strap with my cameras, and with the Xperia, same exact thing. Plus with a water-resistant body, I know it won't get damaged even as I carry it around the city. Because Xperia records in 12-bit RAW, it provides smooth and rich files to work with in post, without any banding to worry about. And thanks to 5G capabilities, I can upload and share my images immediately. Or I can use Xperia's removable SD card for quick transfers and hot swaps up to a terabyte. Nothing captures the emotion of a moment like a perfect photo. And now with the Xperia PRO-I, I have the ability to capture that perfect moment at all times.
Thank you, Dane. Earlier, we mentioned Photography Pro from industry-leading Alpha series. And there is Cinematography Pro, which is acclaimed by many creators. It is based on Venice, a cinema camera. Xperia PRO-I has both of these Pro solutions. And now, we are offering you a third Pro solution, the brand new Videography Pro. It further supports creators in your storytelling. Videography Pro encompasses the know-how of XD-CAM for shooting news and documentaries, which is used by broadcasters all over the world. If you are a journalist or blogger from the rapidly growing new community of video creators, you want to capture unpredictable moments. You are constantly adjusting the setting as you adapt quickly to the scene as it happens in front of you. Well, we are about to make your video shooting a lot easier. The range of demand is broad, but the Xperia PRO-I meets them all with our imaging technologies, including the 1.0 type large image sensor. Also, this is the first Xperia to have eye autofocus and object tracking when shooting videos. It lets the subject really pop against the background and make it much more dramatic. We know that vloggers film themselves a lot. It's not just a way to express yourself, it's a clever way to express closeness to the viewer. Conventional smartphones use the so-called front camera for selfies. Well, with Xperia PRO-I, we propose a new solution to capture everything with the rear camera, including yourself. Our newly introduced Vlog monitor allows you to check the display while shooting with the rear camera, and a wireless shooting grip adds that professional touch. This unique combination further elevates your creativity and storytelling. Today's creators demand immediacy. You need to capture what's happening right now, right here, and share it on the spot. And now you can. When inspiration strikes, pull your Xperia PRO-I from your pocket. And with this all-in-one device, simply shoot, edit, and share your story with the world. We do a deeper dive into videography pro, filmmaker Philip Bloom, and content creator Sarah Dici will each talk about how they use Xperia PRO-I and what they find the most impressive.
My name is Philip Bloom, and I am a documentary filmmaker. I've been using Sony cameras for well over 30 years, and I use them because I love them. I think they're just absolutely amazing cameras, great features, and an incredible image. The Sony Xperia PRO-I feels like a proper camera. It feels like a Sony camera. Straight away, the thing that excited me is the size of the sensor. It's a 1.0 type sensor, which is almost 4 times the surface area of a standard mobile phone sensor. And having that larger sensor is capable of a shallower depth of field. You have bigger pixels, which means it soaks up more light, which means it's better in low light. And also by having those bigger pixels on a larger area, it means the image is just less noisy, full stop. The Videography Pro app has full manual controls. Shutter speed, your ISO, your white balance, incredibly important to people like me. If you want to keep it nice and simple, it does have a full auto mode. Just concentrate on your framing and making sure you press record. The amazing eye autofocus in video tracks animals' eyes, which is amazing. And probably the most exciting feature actually when I first heard about it. It also does people if you want to film people. I mean, as a documentary filmmaker, I always feel I should have a camera on me. A dedicated camera, because I want a larger sensor, I want a higher quality image. And to have it on a phone so I can be really lightweight, really subtle and not visible, that means you're not going to miss anything. I love the image you get out of it. 10-bit HDR recording, 4K, 120p. The Sony Xperia PRO-I is the best smartphone camera that I've used.
My name is Sarah Dici, rhymes with Peachy, and I am a YouTuber based in Dallas, Texas. So I'm always on the go. I need something fast enough to keep up with YouTube life. I am super excited for the Xperia PRO-I. It is crazy to see the depth of field that you can get with it, and it is pretty insane that it's coming from a smartphone. Xperia has a brand new on-the-go solution called Videography Pro that combines all the features that a run-and-gun filmmaker like me needs. I can access different lenses, cine looks, and switch apertures between f2 and f4.
I can trick it out with a ton of accessories, an external mic on top, a multifunctional grip where I can zoom in and out, and also a portable vlog monitor. This is really great because you can still use the rear cameras and I can still see myself. It's honestly crazy that I'm recording this on a phone because it looks like a movie. It looks so good.
And it has a video shortcut key where I can just pull it out of my pocket, press it, and I am off to the races.
Eye autofocus keeps lock on my eye, so I'm in focus whether I'm here or back here.
And just like shooting with my Sony Alpha cameras, it has optical image stabilization. And that way I have assurance that my image is going to be steady. It's not going to be shaky. Shaky video footage is always very, very distracting. The Xperia PRO-I is slim, it is water and dust resistant, and it is packed with a ton of features. Xperia shoots up to 120 frames per second, and I can also shoot 4K HDR, which is great for capturing beautiful colors for your video. One might think that being a YouTuber means that image is everything, which it is, yes, but audio is just as important. Xperia has added a third unidirectional microphone, and it almost has the effect like you're just there with the person. It also has a sound source separator that uses an intelligent wind filter.
What that means is they figured out how to deal with the biggest sound killer in the fields, wind.
And with Cinematography Pro, it also has Venice Color Science, which they take from Sony's cinema line. So if you want to go Hollywood, that is an option. Whether I'm in the studio or on the go, I always love to have a pro image, and that's where the Xperia PRO-I comes in. And I think even my audience expects, an elevated image from me. So it is really great to have that in a smartphone. The Xperia PRO-I is just that.
Thank you, Philip and Sarah. I hope you are as excited about Xperia PRO-I as we are. It will be available along with the monitor for vlogging and the exclusive cover in some regions by the end of this year and the rest in 2022. A quick word on Sony's environmental efforts when new Xperia PRO-I arrives. Take a look at the packaging. There is no plastic. With this model, we lead the industry in eliminating all plastic packaging. Our commitment to the environment dates back to 1993. It has since evolved into our global environmental plan called Road to Zero, in which we strive to achieve a zero environmental footprint in our product life cycles and our business activities by 2050. We are on track to achieve our goals, and we are accelerating our efforts. In our most recent medium-term targets for 2025, we are progressively reducing all plastic packaging for new compact products as we move towards total elimination. Sony will always strive to deliver exceptional values to creators. We want creators to see our products like the Xperia PRO-I we announced today and say, yes, this is what I want. This is what I need. You can count on us as we fill the world with emotion through the power of your creativity and our technology. Thank you for joining us today, and stay safe.